I love spending money, but I put up safeguards to
Yes.
make sure that the saving and investing happens. So whenever money
Mm,
comes in, there's certain amounts that are going towards saving, I mean, our
yep.
emergency fund is overflowing, but if there's a certain we're saving up for our next house. So this
Mm,
house that we're in now, we have no mortgage. We want to keep it that way. We want to buy a nicer house. And so I would love to do that with cash. So
mm,
when money comes in, there's a certain amount that I put towards that particular goal. I want to make sure that I'm maximizing, my 401k and all of that good stuff. So I have these safeguards built in to do the giving, the investing and the saving before anything gets spent. But then after that, I can look at my vision board, which you can see behind me, and I'm like, all
hmm.
right, what thing do I want to buy? Because that makes me happy.
I love that because you've given your money a job. You have paid your future self first, and now you
Yes.
can go spend guilt-free and not have any of that negativity associated with it because you know you're taking care of what you need to take care of. I love that. And I
Right.
think that's something that I'm always telling my clients. If you build a system, you
Hmm.
can spend afterwards without guilt and spend how you want to. I don't want to be there going through your budget line by line saying, do you really need this or not? Take care of the more important stuff first and then spend after
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
Um, I wanted to rewind a little bit too, because a little bit of your story, the story about your husband, I mentioned my parents. I'm having these conversations with my fiance. We're getting married in August, and obviously that's why I'm doing this series. And we do have different views on spending and saving. She is still a good saver, but she does spend a little bit more than I do. And I think I'm a little bit more conservative because of um, the line of work that I'm in, the
Yeah.
conversations I've had with my dad about people coming to his office in their 50s with no money. And so it's been a little bit of a struggle, but it's one of those things that we talk about and we try to compromise or meet in the middle. And like you said, too, we make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to so that we don't feel as guilty about the spending afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's very interesting because I saw one of my LinkedIn friends posted something about it was minimalism versus essentialism.
Mm,
And I'd not heard that term before, but basically what it was, with minimalism, it's like buy the least amount possible
yes.
that you basically that you can stand, right?
Mm.
Like if like buy 3 pairs of pants so that you can wear one, there's one clean and there's one in the laundry, right? But essentialism is really about looking at the things in your life and loving everything that is there.
Mm.
And so I really love that perspective because then when you are when you have a purchasing decision, then you're really asking, how is this supporting my happiness? Is this really something that I'm going to be glad I spent money on later on down the line? And that's not really about deprivation. But that little switch right there, I was like, "Oh, that's good. I'm going to be using that."
That's really good because, yeah, like you said, that switch is really powerful. You're not coming to it from a place of deprivation or trying to just save as much as possible. You are saying, where does this fit within my life? Is this something that is actually going to provide me value? And I think value versus price is always one of those conversations that we can have where how much
Right.
value are you actually deriving from this thing, and is it worth the price that you're paying?
Hmm. Well, and that also hooks into your personal values.
Mm,
And of course, whenever a couple comes together, you hope that 80% of your values match up. But
absolutely.
there's probably going to be some things that you value that your fiance is like, I literally don't care about that. And vice versa.